Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Mines Part 29. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com and I'm just some dude who likes to play video games. So with this one we'll just go straight and focus on the story, the main quest for this chapter, and then we'll do everything else in another video. So we'll just run in here and talk to Dimitri.
Let's see.
And I'll get the zoom off.
When I consider how Seteth must be feeling, my heart breaks. We must find Flame as soon as possible.
And I definitely agree there.
There are no signs of her having left the monastery, but we cannot safely rule out any possibility just yet. I'm wasting precious time standing about trying to think of a solution. I'll survey the monastery and see what information I can gather. There must be someone who has a clue as to Flame's whereabouts.
Yep, so view
Will
quest.
you do me a favor?
We must locate Flame, and soon. Let's gather all of the information we can around the monastery. Surely someone must have seen or heard something. Gather clues about Flame by talking to different people throughout the monastery. If someone seems suspicious, you should check their room or other places they might spend time. Accept. Got it. So, basically, all the people who have a red mark near them are the ones you need to talk to. So since we're right here, we'll go and have a chat with Leonie, and I'll come around in the next video and grab all those loose items.
Where could Flame have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her. But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flame. He was asking about you and Captain Jeralt, too.
Yeah, so every time you talk to someone, you get more information. And luckily, there's two people in the dining hall. But yeah, I'm just focusing on this quest first because it's quite a long run. And it does affect how the month goes depending on what you do near the end.
I hope Flame isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them. Now that I think about it, I saw Alois hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flame, you know? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry.
Yeah, well, at least the different characters worry about her too, so... But like I said, I'll talk to everyone and do everything in a bit. Now let's talk to Felix.
Oh, you're looking for Flame's kidnapper. I can't say anything for sure, but I do have suspicions about Jeritza. There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. It couldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least. At this hour, I think you'll find him sparring with Catherine at the training grounds.
And from what I understand, Felix pretty much gave you the best knowledge for this part, so... Yeah, Tomas is in the top right corner. Let's hit R. And on the next floors quite yet. Something similar happened before. But let's go and talk to Alois. And that one right there is kind of important, but if you go and click here and check, nothing at the bottom. So at least you know she's not in the pool. And like I said, any of the loose items, I'll come around next video and grab them. I'm just kind of looking at them so I can watch this video and know exactly where they are. Now time to talk to Alois.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk?
Or Alois.
What? Me? Abduct Flame? You can't really believe I did that.
His reaction. I hear she's always yelling at you.
No, that's just because of my dumb jokes. She says that they're not very good. But if I went around kidnapping everyone who said that, the whole monastery would be empty.
I like how he still kind of does a small joke. Yeah, so, like I said, I'm just kind of going around. And pinpointing locations, I'll have to visit here again.
Right.
And I definitely need to talk to those guys right there.
Professor?
Oh, yeah, right here. Ingrid.
To think that Flame would disappear like this. Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable.
Let's put it this way. I'd be like Seth if my brother or sister ever disappeared on me, so I kind of understand ways. Even though I'm lucky enough to have never had it happen to me.
But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert. I feel as though I've met him somewhere before. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once.
So, has anyone else noticed the family resemblance? Both have red hair and all that stuff. But, like I said, it's kind of like a side quest, so there'll be more information coming.
Hello there.
And Leonhardt?
Interesting. Flame? No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. Oh, you're looking for her. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else. I just recently learned she has a crest. Did you know that, Professor? If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense interest in her. Oh, no, I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flame.
Yeah. Well, I happen to know Hanneman does have a interest in the different crests, so he'd probably want to study it. And there's always one item right there. But yeah, so beyond here is where the knights reside. That's going to be important once we kind of finish this quest. Oh, more items. 3 over there.
Young Flame's disappearance is most troubling. What? Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you who. A fool. That's who.
Is her crest rare enough to justify kidnapping her?
Flame's crest, the major crest of Setleen, is rare, but there are others who possess it.
Yeah. So it's quite nice he tells you straight out there's more going on than you think. And nice thing is I can go talk to Tomas and then teleport to the center there.
What is it? Is something the matter? I see. So, Flame has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons?
Yep. Why were you asking about my father?
It has been 2 decades since I last knew Jeralt, yet he looks nearly identical to my memory of him. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that.
Yeah, so let's put it this way. Where Tomas has aged, Jeralt has not in the past 20 years, so that right there is strange.
Professor!
Now, ooh, Petra has something to say.
Flame was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. They remind me of warriors of Brigid. Before she was here, what was she getting up to?
Yeah, so this one, everything kind of sends you on a wild goose chase. So now I have to head back to the marketplace.
Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flame's disappearance. Do you know, Professor?
Yeah, so you're on first name terms with Professor Manuela?
Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company.
So they actually work together, and that kind of explains how Dorothea got into the monastery here. So training hall, and then I'll warp to the marketplace, then the second floor. So Catherine?
Did you hear about Flame? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know. What? Jeritza? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him?
Well, one, I heard he goes out every night. 2, Flane's missing and he's not around. Big clue right there.
I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
Yeah. Now, marketplace. And I don't believe anything really much will come out of talking to Shamir, but
What
still
brings
need
you
to
here?
do it.
I'm taking a break. Is this about Flane? You find me suspicious.
Yeah. You're not from Poland?
True. Your point being? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seros, but that hardly links me to Flane's disappearance.
Yeah, so pretty much a standard. What's going on? Doesn't tell you anything. They won't really tell you anything here. Since I'm right here, I'll talk to Lysithea so I don't have to come back to. And of course, there's really no new books. I'm really hoping some others will pop up so I can read them, but I can click here. Tomas isn't here, because he's down the floor and we talked to him.
Reflecting on it now, Flane has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive.
Yeah, so with this one it's simple. You just choose maybe she's lived a very sheltered life.
You might be right. Whatever the case, Sedith seems to care for her more than anything.
Yep. And for good reason. Now, before I talk to Gilbert there, let's see if anything pops up on the other side.
Well,
Still can't do that one, or if you ever get access to the 3rd floor. But I also quickly did this to find out if there's any items in the area.
yes, sir.
Now, time to chat with Gilbert.
Miss Flane's whereabouts are unknown. Pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation?
Do you mean Annette?
I was once a knight, in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. Annette is... she is my... but no. I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask no more.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure younger daughter kind of thing. Okay, so like I said, Hanneman isn't here. Manuela isn't here. And you know what, since I'm going to have time, I can grab this item so I don't have to come back later for it. And this one is a hammer and chisel for Hanneman because it helps with his research. And nothing there, but I can always talk to Jeralt, so this will be interesting.
Because of Flane's disappearance, all of the knights are searching non-stop. But we haven't found a single lead. Sedith's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort.
Jeritza's mask?
I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right.
And another clue. Okay, and now we'll go and talk to Sedith so we can kind of help him through this tough time. And maybe help with our bond, so maybe he'll be better next time we talk. Yeah. I will find her. I swear it.
That is all I can ask. Please, lend me your aid. She would never have left the monastery of her own volition. Why is there not a trace of her to be found?
Yep. Okay, so now we just go to the classrooms again. And this will end the quest, but I'll tell you a bit more after I do this part here.
Thanks for your help.
I agree that Professor Jeritza's behavior is odd. We should ask him directly. I expect he'll be at the training grounds or in his quarters. And we get a free steel lance. And I got it.
What? Professor Manuela ran off with Professor Jeritza's mask? I have a bad feeling about this. We must find them both at once. Professor Jeritza will be at the training grounds or his quarters. I believe the latter can be found on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
Okay, good. Finish that. So, now we'll have a chat with Didu.
I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flane's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she is all right.
And I agree with him. Even though someone's going to claim he's the one who probably did. But we'll chat with Edelgard.
Flane is missing. We should split up and search for her. There isn't a moment to waste. We must find her before it's too late.
And what do you think I'm doing right now? Running around searching for Flane. The way things happen, so... The whole reason I came in here is, while I did talk to Leonie, what we have right here is a spotless bandage, which is for Hilda.
Where could Flane? I hear Tomas, but he's probably... Though it wasn't...
Okay, so she's just going to repeat what she said. But now time to talk to Lorenz.
If Flane were taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away?
Well, that's possible, but personally I don't think so. But for the support, that's possible.
If that is the case, it is unlikely that we will find her anywhere in the monastery.
Okay. Now, time to run to the north. And we'll talk to Claude and Hilda.
I bet Flane ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Seth any longer. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother.
Yeah.
Flane's gone missing. Where could she be? If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something by now. I don't like the sound of this.
Yeah. He has kind of the right idea there. So I'll go pick up those 2 items in the training grounds now. I got lucky I have time to do that for this video. So this one, the black leather gloves are for Dimitri. And the garden shears are for Didu. Now we'll head to the dormitory because next we'll talk to Bernadetta. And I'll grab this item right here. More bait. How nice. Have a chat.
Flane's not in here! I guess I have to let you in to prove it, don't I?
Yep. And like I said, we finally get to enter Bernie's room.
There, see? No one's in Bernie's room but Bernie. Maybe Flane just wanted to be alone for a while. Have you considered that? Come to think of it, where is her room anyway?
Yeah, where are any of Flane, Seteth's, Rhea, or any of their rooms? I wonder.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have that, there. Nope, not there. But I do know there's one just right here. And right here. So this time right here, the antique clasp is Flane, so we can give it to her when we find her again. Let's warp to dormitory floor 2. And run all the way to the back corner. And then we'll talk to Ash on the way back. Yep. Sometimes it just takes time to run around.
What
okay.
the?
I know there's an item here, so... Oh, wait, sorry, wrong place. I already got it. Get confused at times, but what's the little thing I'm looking at where it wrote down where all the lost items are? Says on the second floor is the second floor hallway is the hammer and chisel for Hanneman. That's always good to check out all these rooms because there might be a surprise item.
I heard something like this happened last year, too. Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits.
I wouldn't say spirits, but then it could be the same culprit.
I thought the same. Could there be a connection?
Yeah. Yeah, so one thing you should do every time you explore for the month, it'll only happen one time, is check every dormitory room, every box, and just run around to find dropped like loose items and stuff like that. Okay. I'm pretty sure I got the only book here for this chapter, so we'll head down. And, well, on my own time, I'll do the run around and look at stuff. Oh yes, I still have to accept Marianne's quest, but I'll do that next time. So... we'll just run around and go talk to the people we haven't quite yet. Like this... oh, I want this because it's an owl feather. Do it right away, and then we'll grab these. Each current, pick bees, and we'll talk to this guy, so bye.
You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye.
And of course, I'm going to buy all the gifts.
You have a good eye. You have a good. 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 You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business.
And then I'll have to look at these other seats to figure out which ones I need to buy to put in to get the stat up items.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think 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 this one, yes?
And then I'll need to figure out who's coming up next before I buy more tea.
This one, yes?
But
I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you.
Just
this
buy
one,
out
yes?
all of this.
I think this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you.
Let's see what I have to sell. Hey, you know what?
This one, yes?
I can sell 4 of those.
I think
Let's
this
do
one,
2.
Yes? I think this one, yes?
And 5.
I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you.
Yeah.
This one, yes? I thank you.
Yeah, they are mid-goby and Caledonian crayfish are basically useless.
Return soon, please.
But there's a bit of gold back in my pocket. So I'll just go here and replenish right now. Because I definitely need it after last chapter.
Farewell.
And, well, we'll talk to the gatekeeper like I said.
Greetings, Professor. Today, there is quite a bit to report. There is a masked individual who has been going into town every evening. You see? Nothing gets past this guard. I doubt it has anything to do with Flane's disappearance, but... well, better safe than sorry,
I always say. Yeah, he has quite the good idea there. And this item right here is Gilbert, so we can give it to him later. And I'll finish talking to Casper.
I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped or what. I just know that Flane's in trouble. That's it. I can't keep sitting around. I gotta go find her. Where do I start?
Well, I think I've kind of got a good idea there. So I'll finish these 3 here. Sylvain, that other guy.
Ow!
Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flane might have eloped.
Is that a possibility?
I don't know. I was just suggesting things, and suddenly I was seeing stars and Ingrid was yelling at me.
Yep, that's what happens.
Professor!
Okay.
The whole monastery has been turned upside down. I wonder if we're still going to have the Battle of the Eagle and Lion next month.
Oh, it's gonna
a little
happen.
Tradition, but with things the way they are right now, it's hard to imagine. At any rate, I hope they find Flame soon.
A beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air? It is like something out of a book.
If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman.
Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to?
Perhaps she went looking for treats because she does like her sweets.
That is what I thought. Why I am here, in fact. But she is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, so with that, probably gonna end the video. Luckily, other than that one quest, I've cleaned out the left and bottom of the map. So, next video we'll do the supports we have unlocked. I'll do fishing off screen to kind of grind that. And other than that, I will see everyone next time. So, this is Zach saying please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and please watch my videos. And other than that, visit SomeDudePlays.com. So, I will see everyone later. Goodbye, and have a great day.